Bradley Byrne represents Alabama's 1st congressional district, and I had the chance to ride along with him for a day as he made 4 stops for a series of town hall meetings, including his 100th. After setting out in the morning from Mobile, we stopped first in Chatham in Washington County. We drove up to Grove Hill in Clark County, traveled down to Jackson, part of which is also represented by Democratic Representative Terry Sewell, then back to Mobile County in the afternoon to visit the folks in Creola. As you're about to see, we heard and talked a lot on that 190-mile trip.
Congressman, if you come forward, please. Bill, good morning, everybody.
The day started at 7:30 in the morning as Congressman Byrne addressed a breakfast meeting of the Mobile Area Chamber of Commerce. Then it was on the road, heading to the first town hall meeting of the day in Chatham. Gave us some time to talk about his future. Are you planning something other than staying in the House of Representatives?
Well, I'm running for re-election of the House of Representatives this year, and I've been pretty clear after the senatorial special election we had that I would be looking at the possibility of running for the Senate in 2020, but that's a fair off now time from now. We'll take a look at it when it gets closer.
The folks in Washington County provided a warm welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome to Chatham.
It's good to be in Chatham.
And plenty of baked goods.
I just open it up for questions and comments because it's more important for me to talk about the things that y'all want to talk about instead of the things that I think you want to talk about.
Those who came talked about problems with VA health care, worries about the fate of small town hospitals, and the lifeblood of towns in the district, good roads.
One of my big priorities, and the mayor's heard me say this a bunch of times, is 4-lane 45. Which we desperately need to do from the Mississippi line all the way down into Mobile County. And so I've talked to the State Department of Transportation about that. Let's see the President's full plan, the details on it. But that's a priority for me.
There were also words of appreciation for federal help offered to local libraries.
Your staff emailed me just this week saying, hey, here's some grants that could positively impact libraries in your area, and check them out if there's anything we can do to help. So I can definitely vouch for the fact that you guys do reach out, and any information that you have about money that's available for our area, you try to get the info out to us, so I appreciate that. I know he's been very supportive of libraries. We've received several federal grants to support our rural library, and we can't get nice things without grants.
They also wanted to know what the government could do about negative news.
400 bills out of the House of Representatives last year, 80% of them were bipartisan. You didn't hear that. We are working together in a serious way, Democrats and Republicans, people from different parts of the country, doing the serious work of the people of the United States.
Then it was back on the road again, heading to his 100th town hall to be held in Grove Hill.
Excuse us.
But there was a short break first for a stop at a supermarket and its hot bar, which had a great selection of chicken thighs, cornbread, vegetables. How about some catfish? And my choice, fried catfish.
This is a celebrity, Bob Grip. He's just kind of hanging out with me today.
I understand you're going to quit. That's the end of the year.
Well, retire. I think.
Well, that's what I mean.
After a greeting from Grove Hill Mayor Cynthia Jackson, there were questions about government aid.
Half of them are not working anyway, and they're just depending on that system.
So you want able-bodied people to be working and not depending upon government?
That's right.
The government shutdown. Bad news.
I'm sick of hearing this every time you turn on the television. There's Bob telling us it's not going. And it's not his fault, or if there's something we can do, let us know.
The Russia investigation, climate change, highways, and the Alabama Senate election we just had.
And Senator McCall and I have had a discussion since I made these statements, and he's actually originally from Alabama, so we have a good relationship, and we still have a good relationship. But I wish he'd have left it alone.
After a quick celebration with a giant cookie marking the 100th town hall, we were on the road again. This time to the Senior Center in Jackson, Alabama.
Well, Mayor, how are you?
Hey, Congressman.
Good to be back.
Good to see you.
Where its side of the street was in Byrne's district, but the other side was represented by Terry Sewell. Questions asked about the impact of the government shutdown, the release of the secret FISA memo, which is available to members of Congress like Byrne, who had to view it in a secure room. The document reportedly alleges the Obama administration abused the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act to target the Trump campaign, While he can't talk about the contents of the still classified document, he did say,
I will say I think you need to know about it, and I think we all ought to have a national conversation of what we should do about it.
With another government shutdown looming possibly early next month, voters wanted Byrne's view of what he expects would happen next.
If you've ever put your hand on a hot stove and burn it, you don't put your hand on it again. Okay? So the Democrats put their hand on a hot stove this week, and I don't think they're going to want to put it back on that stove in a couple of weeks. It's silly. If you've been up there with me this weekend and experienced what I experienced, it's silly. I mean, we're acting like grade school children.
There was a suggestion about reopening Searcy State Hospital and why federal money could help.
Mental health is not just a health issue, it's a public safety issue. My grandfather was shot and killed by a mental health person.
Finally, he was back on the road for the return trip to Mobile County and a stop at the former bank, which now serves as the town hall of Creola. Once again, veterans' health was near the top of the list of concerns.
Is there any word on when we can expect the new facility to be open?
Yeah, we think it will be completed, I think, the fourth quarter of this year, and they'll move in the first quarter of next year.
There was talk about illegal aliens and DACA, the Dreamers, the children who either came to or stayed in the United States illegally, while the congressman was saying this about their becoming citizens.
I value legal immigration. I do. I think it's important.
Yes.
And I stand up for legal immigration. I'm opposed to illegal immigration.
The president made comments saying he was open to the idea, policy changes at the speed of a tweet. There were also complaints about the length of the Mueller investigation. Byrne said it was time to fish or cut bait.
He was brought in to investigate a very finite set of facts, and he should investigate them and turn over every rock. I want him to do that, but I want him to say, okay, this is what I found, boom. And if there are facts in there to show criminal collusion, then he should go do what you're supposed to do about that. If they're not, he should say there is none, and we move on.
Some other things that came up during our discussion, how he believes there will be a toll on the new I-10 bridge, e-tolls, like the kind on the bridge to Destin, because the state of Alabama favors a toll. That Mobile's airport will eventually move downtown. And that after the next census in just a couple of years, Alabama will actually lose a House seat, dropping from 7 to 6 representatives, setting off a round of political musical chairs to be determined by the legislature.